Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 1 2 2. Welcome everybody to the very special, the one and only F2G radio show. I am B Snow. What's happening, good people? My name is B Snow. I am the creative director of Faithful to God Network, where we are here to inspire y'all to be the best that you can be in every area, while still giving glory unto God and doing it with fashion. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just be out here just doing anything and everything and thinking, that it ain't good. Just do it and do it well. I hope your week has been well. I hope that your month has been beautiful. We are in this situation right now where it's Friday, fam, and we got one of the coldest people that I've ever seen move feet in perpendicular directions. No, legit, we have the one and only Mike D Chicago in the building, and I'm really, really excited about that. So y'all stay tuned because we are going to be interviewing him in just a moment. But before we do, I want to make sure that we are giving you guys an opportunity to follow us everywhere and anywhere. If you guys are unfamiliar with our headquarters here, we are on F2G radio.net. F2G radio.net is our homepage. That's where we at. We're live on there right now. So if you're listening in your car, if you're listening at home or at work, we are here for you guys. And right now we have a lot of people coming in and messaging us saying that we are in the building. So make sure you guys are tuning in over there. But for all of our social media, different encounters and everything like that, make sure you guys are going to all of these pages here, starting with at F2G Radio, which is our brand. Then we have at F2G.ent, at F2G.apparel, and finally the conglomerate of everything that we do at F2G.network. So make sure you guys are following us on all of those social media platforms, as well as make sure you are tuning into F2G Radio Show every Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mondays replays are at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you guys are doing that as well. I wanted to make sure that we give a bunch of shout outs to you guys because y'all been kind of showing up. We've been having a lot of people come over to Instagram and Facebook and all those places and really showing love. So I want to make sure that we give you guys the opportunity to be able to show love. We are right now also on Facebook and YouTube due to our live month, which is really dope. But before we go further into the show, I will be very out of order if I didn't continue our normal tradition of starting this show off in prayer. So let's go ahead and go into prayer, you guys. Let's go ahead and bring that sound down just a little bit. Thank you, minstrel. We appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and go into prayer. Father, we thank you for this time. We give you glory, honor, and praise for everything that you've done for us. And God, we thank you for this time of enjoying our Friday. Lord, you have been merciful. You have been relentless in making sure that we are enjoying life and that more abundantly. So, Lord God, we give you the credit. We give you the glory. We give you the honor. And we actually give you the praise because those are action words and not just words that we say. We give you those things in your son's Jesus' name. Amen. All righty. So we are in the building right now, and it's gonna be a whole situation. Of course, we're gonna be bringing up a few more people to join us momentarily, but I want to check on you guys, right? So one thing that we have been noticing is that a lot of people kind of go throughout. We're starting to see like a picking up, if you will, within the city of Chicago. One thing being it's hot and cold, which is not a good thing. Don't nobody like hot and cold places at the same time, especially if it's giving you like this body difference. So if you guys are outside right now, y'all see that it's been raining all day and been really just messing me up. And my allergies just been just everywhere. So you guys want to make sure that you guys have at least an umbrella if you haven't been out already. If you are, you need to just go ahead and get your raincoat because at this point it's over. But yeah, make sure you guys are also commenting. Make sure you guys are commenting F2G Fridays or F2G Radio in the comments, and bring the positivity. We love the smiles and the yeah. If you come in here with foolishness, there's a button that we can press for you to kick you out. My God, we love to kick people out. No, I'm kidding. That's very bad. But still, but yeah. So if you guys are right now driving home, please be safe. The 290 is a little bit slippery and chaotic. So if you guys are heading over that way, make sure you are staying cool. If you're in the Hyde Park area or surrounding South Side areas, make sure that you guys are staying safe as well. It can get crazy. It can get weird. So yeah, I want to make sure that I am checking to see if my co-host is in the building, making sure I can add her up. Oh yes, because she unmuted her mic. I'm going to go ahead and introduce the one and only, the CEO of F2G Network. Want to make sure, because it's the mother of Faithful to God for me. Listen, but we're going to go ahead and introduce the one and only Tennille. What is going on?
You always showing out, bro.
I
For real.
Okay, I'm sorry.
On the
That's
regular,
on me.
the mother of it. Well, I ain't that old, just because
No, you ain't old, but you
it's all
gave
right.
birth to this movement in the kingdom of God. My, we do
Hey y'all,
nothing
hey,
but
it's your
clown.
girl Tennille. You hush up. It's your girl Tennille. So happy for y'all to join us back on F2G Friday. See what I deal with on a regular basis every single day. And y'all, that ain't nobody's fault but my own. I raised him. All right, so y'all, we are going in for our next segment. I'm so excited that y'all are back with us for this whole live month, the month of July. So we're back again to do this thing where we are able to bring on amazing people. And y'all, this month I'm excited because not only is it our live month, but it is Black Entrepreneur Month. So to be able to have our guest on with us today is just pretty much extraordinary for me. I love literally, y'all don't understand. I got a testimony behind him that he probably hasn't even connected the two yet, but it's amazing in itself. So I cannot wait to get you all to meet him. But for right now, young B Snow, it's F2D Friday. So you gotta now answer the question, bro. So what is the thing that you've changed this week that God has shifted you
I don't like this question.
to
I,
change?
I don't like this question because then it challenged me to be better. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It makes me be weird. No.
Amen. Ain't God
Okay.
good?
What was the question that I don't want to answer?
What is the one thing that God has shifted you into change this week? I changed it up for you just a little bit. You've already changed it, not something you need to change, but something you did change this week.
Something I didn't change.
You did.
I did change.
Mm-hmm. No, that's something. Look at this. If y'all
Yeah,
watching
this
live,
this is a different breed, man, and you over here just giving. Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
that's that catch
So
22. You can trip them up
it
like
ain't.
that.
I mean, cause I'm pretty much in a change right now, so it's kind of
Mhm.
like, yeah. I think one thing that the Lord shifted me into was
Mm.
allowing myself to not react to everything, or at least allow it
Wow.
to kind of cause me to be in a reaction where it just upsets my entire week. Um, Yeah. I mean, I think I've accepted the fact that my emotions are under my control. So pretty much anything that I'm able to do to be able to not just calm myself down, but really mature and own like a lot of stuff that I need to be in control of. That's what he's kind of shifting me into. It's like, yo, everything you do, you need to be working hard to make sure that you can execute in a way that you'll be able to move along and not be so stumped up by everything just because something happened. So, not
Right.
being reactive, just proactive. That's
That's
pretty much what it.
good, especially for you. That's really good. See, I
Wait,
need
what
some
you mean, especially for me? Hold on. Wait a
you
minute.
react
No,
to everything,
right,
bro.
right. Yeah, you know.
Listen, we
Listen,
don't
okay. For
really
everybody
don't
who don't wait, Wait, I gotta give a backstory. Everybody who don't know, our guest is in the back room right now, and I can literally see this man. So the whole time, I'm like, he know what I'm talking about. That was not a compliment. that felt like an attack. That's from the enemy. I'm gonna bind that thing. No, we pray over here, and we know how
Listen,
to do it well.
y'all know we
Mm-mm.
100% honest. You know, if for those of you who are just tuning in to F2G Radio, we are the co-owners of the station, the network in total. Brandon is actually my son, so I'm real
Yeah.
with him. He real with me. This dude reacts to everything.
Yo, hey, don't be calling me out, man.
There's
That's
no filter
demonic. Don't do
react.
that.
So for him to be able to catch that and notice it, for me as a mom, I'm proud today. Okay, because I've been working on this. It's been hard.
Listen, now here's the thing that I'm also learning too that the Lord kind of shifted me into is pretty much acceptance of what you need to do is one thing,
Yeah.
but actually being like practical with it and doing it, it requires you to sweat. Like that's just what it is. So that's not even just emotional work, but that's also like physical fitness and working if you are in a situation where you need to where you're looking to lose weight or even gain protein and muscle, or even just become like more consistent or smarter or you feel what I'm saying,
Yeah,
skillful, whatever it is. Like acceptance is one thing, but practicality is the second. So
well,
it's
that's
really a whole
I can
situation.
actually answer the question this week. I think that I've done a lot more than normal. Like I've done a little bit more working out with the guy baby jumping around, and I was intentional this week. So this
Hmm.
week for me, even like just a little while ago, walking up a couple of flights of stairs, whereas I wouldn't have done that because I was more worried about physical things that's happening. But just having faith in that God got my back, and I can get this weight off, I can get the movement going. You know, because you like to roast people, and I
That
don't.
listen, we
I'm
talk.
going to do
Listen,
that.
if you can't be from Chicago and not talk about anybody. That's just what it is. There is no way that you're from any side of the city and don't know how to roast somebody. But at the same time, I don't know how to roast somebody, so it's like a catch 22. I'm the exempt, but besides that, you can't. You gotta be able to at least take it something. I don't know.
Listen,
So you gotta
y'all.
do something.
Y'all know how we do. We get on here, we talk to each other, and we make sure that we address each other. We want to make sure that we are on here talking about our team as well. So shout out to Kelly Webb and to Amber J and to Eve that's in the background working there and doing their thing. We thank y'all so much
Hmm.
for everything that y'all are doing. And shout out to all our sponsors and those that come through and making sure that we stay on the air and that we're also pushing out good content. So listen, this week has been an amazing live week. Everybody's been doing their thing. If you missed Amber J's show last night, man, you missed the thing. She talked. Y'all got to go back and watch these shows. I'm telling you, they're right there on patreon.com/F2G. They are amazing. So we want to make sure we're giving a shout out to them. But we also want to make sure that we are letting y'all know that if you're interested in having your own show right here on the network, you can do that too. Go ahead and send us an email at info@f2gentertainment.com and put in your subject line proposal. Go ahead and let us know what you want to do. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can get you at. It's proper place right here on the station for you. So we also have advertisement available as well. Let's do that. So let's go. I'm excited about this. I'm ready to get to our guests.
Listen, but before we get to our guests, we gotta take a quick break because we at that timing. So make sure that you guys are once again doing all things and everything to make sure that you're rocking with us. Turn on that notification. Stay tuned because we're actually about to speak with the one and only Mike D Chicago, and to commemorate what we're about to do, we're gonna go ahead and play his single "Claim It" right here
Yes.
on F2G Radio, and it's gonna hit.
It's about to be a great day. Problems,
Oh,
can't you see? You will not take over me. Claim it. I'm
It's
about
a
to
jam,
have
bro.
an
Turn
amazing
your radio
day.
up,
Tomorrow
dog.
is not promised, so today I'm gonna kill it. Bow.
I'm marching to them dreams. Can't you feel my energy? Headed to them goals, and can't nobody hold me. You already know. And if anything your way, tell it to move.
Sit down,
Yeah,
sit down,
yeah.
move, sit down,
And if anything in your way, tell it to move.
sit down, move, Sit down. Move. Sit down.
If anything standing in your way, tell it to move.
Sit down. Sit down.
Yes.
Sit down.
And if anything in your way, tell it to move.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Let me see you bow march to this. Let's do it. Pump down to the left and pump down to the right. 4 times to the left and 4 times to the right. Up down to the left and up down to the right. 4 times to the left, 4 times to the right. Why don't you just swing to the left, swing to the right. 4 times to the left, 4 times to the right. Why don't you just punch to the left, punch to the right. 4 times to the left, 4 times to the right. Yeah. I'm marching to them dreams. Can't you feel my energy? Headed to them goals and can't nobody hold me. You already know. And anything in your way, tell it to move.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
And anything in your way, tell it to move.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. Move. Sit down.
If anything standing in your way, tell it to move.
Sit down. Sit down.
Yes.
Sit down.
And anything in your way, tell it to move.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Now bow march double times to this. Let's do it. Pump down to the left and pump down to the right double time.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Up down to the left and up down to the right double time.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit
Why
down.
don't you just swing to the left, swing to the right double time.
Sit down.
This thing here, man.
Sit down.
This thing here got me moving. Like,
To the right double time.
Y'all we live right now with Mike D.
Sit down.
It's about to be a great day. Problems, can't you see? You will not take over.
Y'all don't understand.
hey, this
Amazing day.
man,
Is not
yo,
promised, so today
man.
I'm gonna kill it.
I'm
Bow.
telling y'all watching me right now live on Instagram. Jump on over here on Facebook. We are live right now with Mike D Chicago. All my dancers that's over here, all my sons that be footworking and trying to figure it out. Get on over here.
listen,
Jump over here. F2GRadio.net. Love y'all. Bye.
that. Wait, did you just get on Instagram?
Yeah, you know I gotta do an Instagram in between time. I utilize all my resources for content. You're gonna be ready.
Content.
Listen, I'm so happy you played that song. Let me tell you. So I'm gonna tell him this before he get on here. But well, you already know, B. I've had we talked about like some of the medical issues I had, and it was a couple of times I had to go in. I've had like about 12 procedures on my leg. When I tell y'all this is the song I played every time I went into surgery, it just kept me on point. It kept me hyped up. I would be in the office playing it like out loud, inside. And I think I went live with y'all one time. I had it going. I'm like, this is the theme song that keeps me going. It made me feel calm. It made me feel like God has got me. You know, and this is about to be a great day even after this. And they were just like, you so hyped up coming in here. You leave out smiling. I'm like, yeah, but you gotta have that song. So this was the song that I played every single time. And I wasn't worried about anything happening. I wasn't worried about coming out and saying nothing different. It was just amazing for me. So I keep this song on repeat, okay? This song is a hype song. Y'all need to go download it, stop playing around, purchase it out. Anything he making, you need to be listening to. It's motivation.
Facts, and I'm really excited about the fact that we have the one and one of the most amazing times to talk to one of the most amazing people. Like,
Yeah.
I literally, when we were told about the fact that we was gonna have him on, I just started researching, and this man, he remind me of me, but I can't keep talking about him and not bring this man up, 'cause, there is no way that I can just keep talking about him. We have to make sure that y'all don't hate us no more. So let's go ahead and bring on the one and only Mike D Chicago. What's happening, man?
Yo, what's poppin', good people? Hope y'all living good, living great, living life, and living it well.
Yes.
Mike D. Chicago. Thank y'all for having me. I've been having a blast, and I listen because I've been in the background, y'all, so I can see what y'all see. I just wasn't on here with them, and I just couldn't wait to be in the building for real, for real. So, thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for
Bruh.
joining us. We're so excited to have you here. And this is just a pleasure for me and an honor for me. I mean, I got before, but this has just been like me the most amazing time for me to be able to have you on to be able to talk about the things that you're doing in Chicago. And then just to talk about you as Mike D the man. Because everybody like everything was footwork. I had to tell my son, he ain't all about footwork. That's good. But there's some other parts to Mike D you got to know about. I'm like, you got a whole list of things that you do. BC, okay, there you go. So let me ask you, we're gonna go jump right into this interview. Growing up, did you always think you would be where you are?
Ah, no, not at all. Nowhere near. I did have a lot of things that still stick with me to today that I grew up.
All right, y'all, give us one moment because we got to make sure that we're still connected in. And we had a little bit of a technical issue, but that's okay. He'll be right back. We're bringing him back on in here. There we go. All right, there he is.
Are we here? We good now?
Yeah, we're good.
Uh, so what was the question again? Look at the devil trying to stop us from having
That's
fun.
okay. It's coming through though. So did you think you would ever be where you are when you were younger growing up in Chicago?
But yeah, no, I was always kind of dancing. Um, I grew up in a musical family. My dad was a minister of music. My mom sang in the choir. She also did like African dance. I just kind of found that out. I didn't even know that for real.
Come
But
on, mama.
I grew up in a household, double parent household, with just listening to music. And my dad used to turn the camera on. It was like, come on, let's just record us dancing. Like, that's the old school camera when you used to sit on your shoulder. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know if bro old enough to know about that one or not. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that sucker was heavy.
Yo, I know
it
about
was
that,
heavy. It
bruh.
was big
You
one.
like daddy.
You had to actually put the cassette you had to
Down
put it
in
Wow.
the
had to
And
put it
close
in
it.
there and slap
Yo.
it. Your mama know what I'm talking about. She know exactly what I'm talking about. You had to literally
and
put
make
the
sure you push the button.
and push the button. Yeah, you don't push the button, you
Listen.
ain't getting nothing. But yeah, nah,
Wow.
I didn't think I would be in this position, especially not like doing the whole entrepreneur thing. Like that is probably one of the most fearfulest things I ever dealt with. Just me personally, just being able to make that transition or have the decision to make a transition like that. I got two kids and a wife. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just scary. It was scary when I had my first son. Like my whole life changed. I said, "Oh, anything that ain't paying no bills,
Gotta go.
I'm getting rid of."
Bruh.
Them kids will
So
do it
yeah,
for you, won't they?
man, man.
Well, shout out to Miss Katie. Want to make sure I give a shout out to his wife. Love her. She's one of my dancers, so I love her to death. Shout out to her. But listen, y'all, and the little ones, he has two amazing little children. They are beautiful. So I really want to ask you about just pretty much getting started with dance. Like you've already told us how you used to get out and dance. How did you get into the whole footwork?
I'm gonna try to keep it short. Okay. It was a young man by the name of John King. His stage name is Boo Dilla, right? They call him Boo Dilla because he does this move in Chicago footwork called Ghost, and he's probably like one of the main like ones that like really took it to another level outside of his teachers, right? So they call him Boo. They call him Boo Dilla, right? Long story short, we met at this at my friend's house, Norm, and we was going to this club called Nitro. So
Mm-hmm.
Nitro was like the club that everybody in the city went to, but it was in the hundreds, right? It was like in the it was no, it wasn't in the hundreds. I'm sorry, it was in the low end. We met there. I saw him and this guy named King Charles Footworking in a Circle. And when I tell you, it was like real. It was like watching one of the old b-boy dance shows when they used to meet each other outside and they'd be like, "What's up?" And they really get down dancing wise though. So after that, I was like, "Man, can you teach me?" But I was playing. I was like, "Could you teach me?" And he was like, "You for real?" I said, "Nah, but can you teach me?" He was like, "Yeah, come to my crib." Week passed. I come to his crib. He moved his furniture out. He gave me a session, free session, and I was like, "Where you guys practice at?" Now, mind you, at that time I was working at the Chicago Park District. I was a physical instructor, hourly physical instructor at the Park District at Gage Park on 55th and Western. And I was there. I grew up in the area, and I was there for quite some time before I met Boo. And he asked me. I asked him, "Where do y'all practice at? I want to, you know what I'm saying, do this again with you." He's like, "Man, we be practicing on the alley on 100 and such and such." And I was like, "Alley?" Now, mind you, in my eyes, I'm like, y'all got a facility. Y'all too cold. This is y'all doing this way too well. They was on 106 in Park and some other shows. I think MTV had did a show for them. So I kind of knew this after I met him. But then we had the session and he told me y'all was working, they practicing the alley. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That can't happen. I went to work the next day, told my boss mate, I told a little story, told a little lie, told him that was my brother. And my brother got this group and we need a practice spot. So we basically turned it into a class, and they had a place to practice and this was 10, 15 years ago. And they called me the gatekeeper because of that, because I always made sure they had a place to stay as far as having a practice spot. And while they were practicing, I was practicing with them because it was technically my class, right? When I was really just learning, I'm soaking all this in. I'm soaking everything in. All these greats around me, I'm soaking it in. Long story short, fast forward to now, we have a chapter. We have the Chicago chapter, but King Charles, which is the one of the people that founded Creation Global, moved to LA and went on tour with Madonna and made all these chapters across the world. And then I was put in a position to have to step up because he was gone. A couple of the members have got older, and I was still the gatekeeper. Even though I changed jobs, I was like, okay, I still got to have a place for y'all to practice because this is my responsibility. And that happened. I think my girl Donette a little bit went on a boat for a job for 6 months. And my brother Paul Zeddy was like, "Man, I need you to do this show." And I was like, "You sure? You sure you want me to do it?" And he was like, "Yeah, man. Like, you know those stuff. You be here with us. Like, what's up?" And we went to do a show, and we've been doing shows ever since. And this started 10 plus years ago.
That's amazing.
Insane.
That is totally amazing.
And that's the short version. That's the short version. I was trying to make it as short as possible, but it's so many.
One day we're gonna have to have him back so we have a long version of this. So now you got me interested in this.
No, facts, for real.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man, it's crazy. Like the storylines in between that time frame is amazing. Hopefully, I ain't missed no key parts out. You know.
That's okay. We're gonna get a chance to get into that because I want to know. I know that you're doing a lot of events in Chicago, but I want to know how you get to you to see even transitioning from, well, not really transitioning from because you incorporated footworking, dancing into fitness, right?
Yeah.
So how is it for you? How did that transition happen?
It kind of makes sense with the story I was saying. I was just telling you guys I was a physical instructor for the Park District, and I was teaching fitness classes anyway. I was teaching them anyway, but I was just teaching them under the entity of the Park District, right? Mm-hmm. So I was doing boot camps, I was doing dance classes, I was doing a whole bunch of the things that I'm doing now separately, right? And then my brother Budilla, which is the person that taught me, he came to me one day and he was like, "Man, I want to change my eating habits. I just want to get fit. I want to be healthier." And so he came to a couple of my classes, and then he just took off. He started going to the gym every day. He just really started working out, and started seeing change. but he always came to practice, still footwork. And then I looked at him one day, I was like, man, how could we make this make sense? Like, you working out, I'm working out. You dancing, I'm dancing. What is something to that? I don't know what it is. There's something to that. And he was like, man, we could do these. Let's do a cardio dance class. And from then we came up with a name, bang out workout, bow. It was like, and we one thing that I would recommend anybody that has a vision or idea, yes, do your research, yes, you know what I'm saying, do your due diligence as far as what you're getting into, but don't wait until all that stuff is all put together. That's not how this works. It's not how this works. We jumped in not knowing nothing. Nothing. And we still learning to this day. But we're not in the same place we were when we started. If I could pull up a video of the first people that came to our class and the way our class was set up, y'all be like, okay. It was just
Beginnings, understood.
right. It's the beginnings of this was like I'm grateful of it, but when I look at it, I'll be like, wow, like that is nowhere near what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So I would recommend anybody that has again dreams, visions, ideas, just start. Just start. Just do what you can with what you got. Do what you can with what you got, and continue to build on top of that as you learn and you grow. You do.
Facts.
Yeah, and you
Learn,
adjust.
grow, do. You know?
This is so cool. I'm give you a chance to ask questions. You know I got a lot.
Come
No,
on.
I
We here.
mean,
Listen.
listen. Whole time, I really, first of all, want to just honestly thank you because I think the crazy thing about for a lot of like the culture within Chicago, we don't really recognize when there are people who are just in Chicago or even just in the city, and then there's people who see the city and then see the weaknesses in the city, and then starts
Mm,
to make impacts in the way that they know it's going to be like a ripple effect afterwards. So,
right.
I just want to thank you for not settling. That's like the
Mm,
biggest thing for me. Um,
yeah.
so my personal question is, as far as so you're doing a lot. You're a dancer, you're a musician, you're an entrepreneur. You know how to network and bring people together. How did discipline come into play? Like, did you always have this type of drive and work ethic, or did you have to literally like force yourself to get into the space where you're being diligent?
That's a great question. What? That's a great
Hey man, I'm
question.
trying to learn, bro.
Listen.
I got my pen over here. I'm trying to write down notes. What my one paper?
Um, Shout out to my parents, my mom and my dad, may he rest his soul. Uh my dad definitely put me in a position at an early age uh to make decisions for myself. My mom loved on me crazy. So I that portion plays a part in all of that because you know what I'm saying, like she showed me like what this feels like and how to talk to people and show and express yourself in a lovely manner or present yourself in a manner where it's like, man, who are you? What's your name? Like, you got some good
Mm-hmm.
energy. What's up? You know? And then my dad
Facts.
just sprinkled that on. You know what I'm saying? With his demeanor as well. But he took me to Chuck E. Cheese at the age of 15, 16. Chuck E. Cheese. I came home from school thinking I'm about to turn on the Dreamcast, and he was like, "Put a towel on." I'll never forget this. He was like, "Put a towel on," and I was like, "Put a towel on." He's like, "Put a towel on." I said, "All right, cool, whatever." Put a towel on. Took me. He didn't tell me nothing. We pull up to Chuck E. Cheese. Like, what? What are we doing here? We about to jump in the balls. Like, what are we doing? And he basically had a conversation with the supervisor before we got there, and then told him he was gonna bring his son. Brought me. Supervisor gave me the job on the spot. Right, first job, 15 years.
Yo.
So it was like in that moment, it was like, okay, I got a job. I got to start making decisions. I got to start being in the position to like make decisions, you know. And as time progressed and as jobs changed, especially with me being at the park district when I was actually responsible for other people, that's when it really dynamically changed. Because now I'm a rec leader. I started out as a rec leader. I started working at an early age, basically. And I was a rec
Yeah.
leader at the park district. That was my first job, a seasonal worker. And I had 20 to 30 kids, 6 years, 6 to 8. That was my first group, 6 to 8 year olds, 20 to 30 kids. So when I start being in the position to be responsible for other people, not
Mm-hmm.
other people, other people's kids, that's a whole nother ball game. Let's be clear. Not just
Bruh.
other people's
Other people's
kids.
kids.
That stuck with me. That stuck with me throughout my whole upbringing because that never stopped. That never, especially because I worked for the park district for 17 years before I decided to leave. I worked for the park district for 17 years, and I will say that that was a major part of the question you asked as far as like how did you become a person that's able to network and able to, you know what I'm saying? And then the park district was very cutthroat, so you really had to know people to either move up or be good in another area that you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, a part of. Like, you know, so
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that, the networking, the the taking care of people and just, you know what I'm saying, being locked in, and that really came from first my parents and then just the different job entities that I had where it was not just me doing manufacturing work, it was me having to deal with people. And then my supervisor was like, man, you're gonna be under me. You got to know what I know. So I started not only dealing with people, I started dealing with financing. I started dealing with security. I started dealing. It was a lot. Shout out to Miss Shepherd at she not at Kennecott Park no more, but she was at Kennecott Park. That was my supervisor. She definitely gave me a lot of gems in life as well. But just having a surrounding of good energy around you, man. That's the main thing, man.
Yeah.
People that you want to learn from, and people that's gonna pour into you is key. You
Mm-hmm.
want to be a better networker? Find somebody that know how to network and get under the wing for a month or two. They're gonna show
Bruh.
you more than you know. I promise you.
Facts.
But there's a key to that. Don't just get under wing. Listen, take notes, take it all in,
Hmm.
and execute. Yeah,
Yes.
come back to them and tell them what you did with what they taught. You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
then the other thing with that, like with what she said as far as taking notes, and you got to know that their journey isn't yours. One thing that I
Mm-hmm.
struggled with was being around certain people that was in I ain't gonna say better position than me, but they was well off, or they was in they was I was what's the word? Hmm. I looked up to them for a reason. I looked up to them for a reason, and they were making these moves, and I was applying what they were doing to what I was doing, but the moves wasn't moving fast enough for me, or I felt
mm,
like it wasn't, you know. And then as I continue to understand how this works, like, man, this is a marathon, not a race. It's not a race. You're not trying to. It's not a sprint. You gotta take your time, and also you
Mm-hmm.
have to love what you do. If you love what you do, you can care. You care less about how fast you get there. You more in
Facts.
love with the process than the
Mm-hmm.
outcome. So that's key as well.
Bruh. And it takes a long time to even figure out that the
Man,
process is a lot better than you just because the outcome is just gonna happen in like what 5 minutes and be gone. The
yeah.
process takes a lot longer, and then just being in that moment and seeing everything unfold is a whole different
There's
thing.
so many gems in the process. It's so many
Facts.
gems in the process, and not only is it gems in the process. If you have kids or you planning on have kids, those are amazing things to pass down.
Facts.
Just giving them the understanding of the process, and showing them that the process is amazing instead of it.
Yeah.
Because when we kids, we like work. I ain't doing no work. I just
Yo.
I'm
I
not
just
working
All
did
the
until
school
time.
all day.
can you give it to me or no? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Especially when you're in
That's
that school.
awesome.
I gotta go to work after school. I just got to work
Look,
at school.
that was me like what yesterday? No, okay.
I wouldn't be mad at you if it was, man. Cause
Yeah, this
listen,
Yo,
dude walked in one day and told me, "Mommy, you can have back this adulting thing. I'm done." Like,
yeah, you can. Yeah, go ahead.
no.
See, here's the thing. I don't think that adulting should be for adults. I think that this thing called grow up is demonic. I don't think that it's a good
can we tap
thing.
into that real quick? I don't listen. I know
Yo,
y'all got
hold
y'all
on.
list. I know
Listen.
y'all got y'all list of questions, but listen.
No, go ahead, bro. Listen. Whole
I
time,
try to,
man.
I try in my classes, man. Anybody that took my classes can contest to this, man. It's this song that's called Dream Again.
Mhm.
By oh, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Oh, I'm searching this.
It's called Dream Again. It's basically talking about just the thoughts that were in your mind when you were a child, like the dreams you had when you were a child, like the responsibilities that you have now are clouding the dreams that you had then because you don't feel like it's possible anymore because of the walks of life now, like you're
Mm.
like a kid again is what it's called. I'm sorry, like a
Oh,
kid
listen,
again
I'm gonna look
or
at that.
kid again.
Look.
Oh my
Kid
God.
Again. Please pull that up. Kid Again. Amazing song. Oh my God. It's like a kid again. It's basically just saying, like, man, all those things that you had, all those thought processes you had as a kid,
Yeah.
why aren't they still a thought process? Or why do you feel like it's not possible anymore? Because you're adulting a little bit too much.
Mm.
You're adulting a little bit too much to the point where
Right.
you're not even dreaming no more. You waking up, you going to work, you clocking in, you working super hard, right? Clock out, go home, go to get something to eat, go to sleep, wake up and do it again. Come on now.
Yep.
Come
You
on.
made
Man.
life you made life a routine.
A routine and you not dreaming no more. But when you were a kid, you ain't have a care in the world. You thought you could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Man, look.
who was telling you not? Who was telling you no? The way the world is set up, once you get an adult, no's are coming left and right. Upside your head, up under you. You can't do that. It was so subjective to what the world tell us. This is what it's supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to act. This is you ever talk to a senior? A senior don't give a rat's behind.
Look.
They gonna say what they want to say.
And that's that, bro. That's it.
They don't care. They gonna do what they want to do. Say what they don't care about that stuff no more because they realize why was I condemned to these people for so long? Why was I reacting and responding to this stuff that the world told me to act like for so long? And then after a while, they realized like I ain't gotta listen to y'all no more.
Bruh, I forget this and the horse you
Seniors
rode
and
on.
kids, are alike. They the same way. Kids don't care. Yes, son. Yes, son. Kids and adults are super alike. You want to say hi? Come on.
Please do. Look.
Hey, hi. Hey.
Come on. Come on. We on TV.
Yo,
Hey,
hi.
Say hi. No, say hi. Say it strong. Say it. Wait.
man.
Are you trying to be strong? Or I say it
Hey.
strong so you want to be strong? Wait. Say
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
Hey.
Come on.
This is my son Aiden. He is 3 years old.
Yo.
This is the youngest one. Oh, okay. Okay, you better show him. You
Oh,
know
you better
your.
tell me.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the youngest one.
Oh my gosh, he
This is
is
the youngest one, and then I have a oldest one. He's 10. His name is Makai.
Jeez, man.
Okay, here you go. You gonna go back up here? Here you go.
So let me ask you this about
Say thank
your
you.
children. Do you see at all them showing any interest in like what you do? Do you see that either of your children like want to be a dancer or any other sport?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
right now with your children, do you see either one of them wants to be a part of what you're doing? Like whether it be like dancing or
Oh,
even stuff.
yeah, that one right there. That one right there. He been here before. I don't know what's going on. He
Yo.
been so like he's I say the first one was the trial run of being a parent. Like it's the test run. Like, okay, we did this, that worked, this didn't work, that worked. So like I can see it now. The second one, oh man, he locked in. He teaching classes with me. He gets on the Zoom with his mom. He does the counts for her, like 1, 2, good job. Like he's literally like it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, definitely. And my son, my oldest one, he's a late bloomer as far as just like he's a spitting image of me, and he's very gifted and talented, but he don't want nobody to see it.
Mm.
He's very like in a small shell to the point where he like, nah. Like I'll be like, you want to go to rehearsal with me? Nah. But I
Yeah,
catch him
laid
upstairs
back.
doing all the dance moves that I'm like, why don't you just
He like, give me a camera and be a TikTok star.
yeah, like, you don't want no training? I can train you, son. Like, but I don't want to force it on him. But I'm like, I can train you, son. Nah, I'm good. I got it already. He told me one day. He told me I got it already, Dad. I'm good.
He's trying to make
What?
things for himself.
My man said, "Look, I got it already. I'm straight. I don't need no training. I don't
That
need.
man said,
I
I
don't
got the
need none of
whole
that.
manual already, man. I'm good.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm good."
if it's in you, it's in him. So he like, look at here, I got this. I can work on it and get it to where I need it to be. But the good thing about
Yeah,
that is that when he comes out to doing everything he wants to do, he's made it and it's not off of Mike D with my dad.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
So
like that.
that's the amazing part of it.
Facts.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
That's
really
major
just here
yeah,
to
facts.
support whatever he got going on. Whatever he want to do, I'm just here to be like, all right, how can I help? How
exactly.
can I how can I put you in a better position than you already are with the resources I have or with the understanding that I have? Just show me what you want to do. That's where we at right now. Cause he kind of like we put him in karate. He took it one day, it was cool, and then the next day he was like, I don't want to go back. All right, cool.
See, I can kind of relate to that though. I ain't gonna hold you. I had this whole situation where like I was like decent at karate, but it wasn't like everything. The one thing that sealed the deal, there was this girl. I don't remember her name, but her foot was major. She kicked me in my stomach, dude. She
And it's the
that
last
is Mike. That is not funny, bro. That listen, we were supposed to be doing normal like sparring. She somehow got upset because she thought that I took her whatever. I don't know. But whatever it was,
Listen,
every ounce of anger was in that right kick, and it landed right in my stomach. You said activation was serious. I felt it.
I'm a I'm a visual person. So when you said that, the whole thing was playing in my head. Her kicking you.
listen, I
That's
was
why I
there
laughed
so
so
seeing
hard.
the
I'm
kick.
sorry. I didn't mean to laugh that hard. But you can't tell no story and not think I'm watching what you saying. Like literally, like
I
visually
promise you.
watch what you saying. You was in kid form and everything. You was
Yeah.
I,
you was a kid
listen,
in
it's
in a karate
all
suit.
no facial hair, all just black boy getting kicked, flying across the room. Like I left the ground, man. We don't leave ground unless we jump in. That's not a thing. I, just, I don't think that that should be a thing.
Being there in person and seeing this happen was like, wow, she just kicked my socks
What you
off.
do, mama? What you do?
I
She
mean, it's
didn't do nothing.
funny. So you just kind of like, well, I was like, you good? You all right? You all right? He said, no. Right, and right,
And then
and we was at
immediately afterwards,
the show.
immediately afterwards, I ran out the room and ran to the bathroom, trying to figure out if it was going to come this way or the other way. It was either way it go, it was coming in a direction.
Like, did she kick me twice? I feel like she kicked me twice.
You know, the best thing about it, though, being in the prime district, he just left and was like, I'm not doing karate no more. I'm going to go over here and work out with football players.
Yeah,
Like you just switched, you just decided you're not doing this and understood. So you
that's the thing too. My son is only 10, so it's like my main thing for him and for anybody, man. Like you still have time, man. You have time. We are trained to feel like we don't have time. Like, well, you got to be this at this age. You got to be that age. You got to have these accomplishments. And so, what happens if none of those accomplishments happen, and you at 40, you just what you supposed to do then? Like, you're supposed to not do nothing. Like, you got, like, what about
Right.
those people? Like, you know
right.
what I'm saying? So
Fact.
I always love to push time. Like, understand not to be stagnant in time and not to be, you know what I'm saying, like wasting time, but understand that don't be so, you know what I'm saying, having putting so much pressure on yourself as if you don't have time. You know what I'm saying? And normally we fill ourselves up with so much adult stuff, which is the reason why we don't kind of feel like we don't got time because we adulting all the time. We ain't dreaming
Yeah,
no more. We ain't doing things that make us happy. We not taking care of ourselves. We taking care of the people that we work for. You know
you
what I'm
need to.
saying?
Major facts.
Yeah,
We taking care of their business. We on time. We making sure the job is done correctly. That's all up here, man. We gotta change that. We gotta change that, man. Like that's my whole aim and push as
right.
far as me being an entrepreneur, just changing the understanding of life in itself. Like life is what you make it, so make it. Like there's no specific blueprint that you gotta abide by to
Uh-huh.
life. It's your life. Like how you want this life to be. It's yours. And once that time is out, that's it. That's all you
Yeah.
got. So you gotta give it all. You gotta give it your all. Like it's all you got. So you gotta give it your all. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Well, I want to make sure that we are covering a lot more here because there are some things that you have going on. I'm excited about. You know, I use the music, like my testimony with music, like everything is progressing.
Which is amazing. I was trying to hold my tears, girl. Lord have mercy.
And it's so funny because I
Lord
think we talked. I put up a post and I put the music up, and you responded to it. I was like connected to two people yet who was on there, and we were talking about it. But it was just like even the motivation you came back with was like keep going, keep pushing, keep moving.
yeah.
I was like this dude motivate, and all he doing is responding to a post that I put up and tagged him in it just for me being at the clinic with the music playing in the room. But people were just saying that the motivation of me coming in there for them, one moment not being able to walk, the next moment walking out. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a totally different thing for me. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. And thank you for the music, the motivation in itself. You've always been motivation, which is why I follow you. But I want everybody to know, like he has the Fit Day party. You talked about Fit Day party that you have every single month. Can you tell everybody what Fit Day party is?
Oh, Fit Day Party is my little baby. That's my baby, right? I started it right before the pandemic hit. We was rocking, and then world shut down. Cool. We had to do some stuff online and all that. And we started it back up. Fit Day Party is basically what it sounds like, man. We doing fitness. We are we doing it in the daytime. We partying. We in a club. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's day. I basically took day party vibes and added fitness to it. Basically, in a
Facts.
nutshell, we are located at the Promontory. I do it at least once a month. The whole objective of Fit Day Party is to bring fun back into movement, bring fun back into health. And because when you usually talk about a workout class or whatever, it's always a negative notation sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh God, I don't want to go to the gym, or I don't feel like it, or you know what I'm saying? So I just want to put excitement towards working out and being healthy and being better. And then also not only that, using this platform to connect with other entrepreneurs, other people that also are looking to add self-care and value to their communities and the people that's around them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So those main things are what Fit Day Party started. I was like, man, what can I do to just enhance the fact that working out is and not even just working out, just being healthy and adding more hours, minutes, days, years to your lifespan. Like, how can I do that and make it fun? How can I do that and trick you into burning 1,000 calories? You know, like it's really just me trying to trick you into burning some calories. Like, about time you realize that you it's
It's
over with.
around.
Class over. It's time to
Right.
go. I ain't did my job. It's a wrap. And but then you have this feeling at the end, like, wow, I really
Yeah.
had a great time. I
Yeah.
had a blast. I'm tired, but I had a blast. And at
Right.
the end of the day, if you got a Fitbit on, let's say I burnt
Come
1,000, I did
on.
1,000 steps. Wow. Okay. I see what's
Come
going
Yeah,
on.
on.
she one of
I
them.
Yeah.
see what's going
She
on.
one of them, dude. Yeah.
And
That's
It's
then
why
crazy, but
also
still.
what I
you close the rings up.
yeah. And also what I do is I don't just do them on my own. I partner up with other instructors. Uh
Mhm.
and 9 times out of 10 it's relationship based. I'm a relationship guy. So like if I'm doing business with you, it's because I either know you from doing business or just being a supporter of your business, or we just been in the same kind of circle in some type of way. And me, you can't be around me for too long, and I'm gonna be like, okay, what you do?
Right.
What's your name? What you got going on? I'm gonna ask all them questions, and if I feel like we are in alignment in some type of way, let's make it work. Let's make it happen. Let's do something. So, Fit Day Party has all those attributes to it, and we're just trying to enhance it, man. I'm trying to get a team together, man. Where because I can't do it by myself. That was one other thing that I had to learn. Uh, Sometimes we're super protective of our babies, and then we just don't want no help, and we feel like you got to be careful with it. Yes, indeed, you got to be careful with the partners that you choose, but at the same time, man, it's hard for you to get your vision to your vision for real without a supporting cast, without a team of people that's helping you elevate that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working on right now. I asked God for a team, and He gonna give it to me. Okay?
Right.
Facts.
Listen. So this, let me tell y'all. Not only will he be at the promontory on July 23rd, but my melanin makeup, my other company, will be there as well as one of the vendors. So come on out,
Woo woo.
making sure that you are signing up. This is the opportunity for you to be a vendor. Do you still have slots left, Mike?
There are still slots left.
Come on, y'all.
The promontory is in High Park. Just to give you guys a quick rundown, promontory is in High Park. July 23rd, like she said, is the date. The time frame is we open the doors around 11:45 a.m. and then be there until like 2 o'clock. It's a live DJ. Uh, Amazing vendors such as this beautiful young lady right here. Okay,
Don't.
and
I'm
it's
trying
just
to get my
most
spot,
of the
man. I'm trying to get my spot now.
Listen, it's
listen,
affordable too,
listen.
y'all. So you want to come out and
It's
support because
affordable.
remember that when we band with entrepreneurs, especially our Black entrepreneurs, let's be honest. I am all for our culture and making sure that we move forward together as well because we don't get a lot of opportunities. We make opportunities. So
Yeah,
make sure that you're coming out, band with those that you are pouring into and let that grow. So pass the word. Let's get these spots. Every time he open up, he should be full of vendors before he can even start. Like
yeah.
this should be done. We will go and pay 100 and something dollars. The tickets are listen, vending price $60. Let's go.
Hey,
Huh.
shout out to my girl K Moon and my boy Matt. Thank you Chicago promotional team. They hired me to host their Juneteenth vendors event, right? And so, which was an amazing time, man. I had a blast, man. But I had sat on the side and just talked to K Moon and asked her how much was the tables for vendoring,
Yeah,
and she told me that number. I was like, what?
yeah,
Wow. Wow. Which also put me in the mindset of like, okay. okay, this is what we're doing as a community is good, but we have to
Yeah.
continue to pour into that. Like we got to continue
Oh
to
yeah.
lock in with each other. Like I need
Yep.
you, you need me. I was told, use me, don't misuse me.
Yes, please. That part.
Everybody here to be used. Everybody's here to be
Give,
used.
give me a
Use me,
moment.
Yes.
just don't misuse me. Oh, we got claps. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Oh man, when we doing this
I
interview
love
again? I want to come back. I want to come back. It's lit up in here. Oh man.
Yo, hey
You
man, you.
always welcome to come up in here. Y'all, again, make sure that y'all are going on to the page. How can they reach you, Mikey?
Mike D Chicago. Very simple. Mike D Chicago on Instagram, labeled as one word. Also Mike D Chicago on Facebook. Um, man, don't hesitate to send me a message, man. DM me if you got any opportunities, job opportunities. I am a, a walking maestro. Like I do a lot of things. I'm just now putting together my portfolio and everything as far as me hosting, because a lot of hosting gigs been coming up for me lately. Um, but I never really had a profile for it. People just knew I did it because of relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I just recently did a hosting job that was amazing turnout, man. They really loved it, and they was like, man, like, how can I book you? And I didn't have a link for them to book the people that was there to book me. I was like, well, just send me a message, but I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be like everything else you booked me for, like Chicago's footwork classes, um, fit day party. I want it to be the same setup. So. But yeah, man, don't hesitate to send me a message. Mike D Chicago, Instagram and Facebook.
I'm loving it. Thank you so much again for coming out. We gotta have you back for real. Like we need to
Oh,
bring
that's
you
a
back
definite.
amongst Kings episodes so we can talk about this entrepreneurship thing. It sounds pretty good on that panel. But thank you so much for coming out. I can't wait to see you next week. I am so hyped up. Like I'm getting so prepared.
Man,
I'm gonna come ready to work out too a little bit.
man, you ain't
Talking
gonna have
about a
no
little
choice.
bit.
Listen,
Oh,
we
I knew he was gonna get me. That's why I said
you said the wrong thing, Doc.
and make it so bad. Hey, Snow, make it so bad. I ain't even gonna tell her to get up and do nothing. The energy is gonna make her be like, okay, I
You can't
can't
just
just
sit
sit
down
here.
on this.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't just sit here at this vendor table. Like, you go
that's
walk
true.
around the vendor table. Like,
Well, I've
Flame It
learned
is one
that
of the
you
main
can't sit
songs that I
still.
use for my classes. So when that song drop by itself, you're gonna be like,
It's
okay,
up.
it's up. It's up
Listen,
from here.
I watch him on Instagram. I watch him on Facebook. I can't sit still during that time, so I know I'm not gonna sit still at the event. I'll be up there somewhere. I think I can do this. I think I'm
Yeah.
okay. With the footwork thing, we was gentlemen, so
Another
gotta work
thing
on
about Fit, I'm sorry, I know we probably pressed for time. Another thing about Fit Day Party, as well as like I also teach a class called Bow Tuesday, which is similar to Fit Day Party every Tuesday at the lab. Shout out to Morgan Martin. Shout out to Lab Live and Believe Nutrition on 2025 West 95th Street. Every Tuesday I teach a class called Bow Tuesday. Um, Same setup. This setup is for two left feet people. Okay, you don't have to know how to. You don't gotta.
This-
I know my videos could be like, that's dope, but I can't do that. Don't worry about that. Okay. Just pull up,
He said
come,
two
come with
left
an open
feet
mind,
people.
come with an understanding of look, I just came here to try something new and have a good time doing it. Okay. You can have two left
All
feet and
right.
take this class and be amazing. All right. Last thing, the music. Mike D Chicago on all music platforms, man. You'll pull up. If you put this in the search engine, you put my name in the search engine, every song that I've created, um, which is also in a positive manner. You can play your songs in front of my songs in front of your kids, in front of your grandma. She ain't gonna be like, "Oh, cut that mess up." She's not gonna say nothing to you because this all the music that I put out, it has a positive narrative to it. Okay, claim it. Everybody in a circle, and then we not playing, which is an album of workout music. It's this fast-paced workout music that you could just really just bump to. If you cleaning up the house and you trying to burn some calories while you clean up the house, put Mikey Chicago in, just let it play. Okay.
it. Okay, so Mike D, real quick, slow it down just a minute. Give him the address for the About Tuesdays again. No, exactly.
Bow Tuesday, 2025, West 95th Street. Bow
Okay.
Tuesday is every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Okay. Um, and it's basically like bang out workout is the initials for BOW bow. Bang out workout is which is the company that's ran by me and my brother John King Budilla. He also teaches as well. Same time, same day, different location in 100. So you ain't got no excuse. You can come to the one in the city, or if you stay out in the burbs, you can go to him. Okay, he teaches at Bella Studios. All right.
Yeah. This has been amazing. So y'all
Yeah.
on the 23rd, come out for the promontory. And then on Tuesdays, if you walk around in circles on a regular basis because your feet go left or right, you make sure you're out there with him on Tuesdays. And make sure you are downloading all of his music, y'all. Let's support for another one of our
Yeah.
For
black
sure.
entrepreneurs, Mr. Mike D. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you so much. Gotta
I
have you
don't
back.
want to leave.
I know I don't
We
want to cut
look.
off,
We don't
but
even want to turn this off. We don't want to.
This
But
was so dope, though.
unfortunately,
I really appreciate you guys for having me. I know this was last minute, but yeah, man, let's set something up. Let's do this again. Yes,
oh, we
this
definitely
was
linking
one of
whole
our
time.
best last minute shifts ever, y'all. So I
No,
am
for
so
real.
excited about this.
let's
Make
do
sure
it.
y'all are joining, follow him, and make sure you're following us at F2G Radio, F2G ENT, F2G Apparel, and F2G Network. So y'all, come on out. We're gonna be doing some more networking and some more connecting with some more Black entrepreneurships. We love you guys so much. Thank y'all for joining us. So we out of here.
Peace.
Mike D, how we do? This right here for the crew. I'm with my inner circle. I got my inner circle. No, you can't get in my circle. Cause everybody ain't in circle. Cause they gon' protect my energy. They gon' bring out the enemy. No worries about my enemy. Cause I got my inner circle. Let's go somewhere together. Let's take a trip together. Anytime, any weather. It don't matter, is whatever. Let's go, let's go. Let's grow, let's grow. If real friends gas you up, you can call me Petrol. I'm with my inner circle. I got my inner circle. No, you can't get in my circle. Cause everybody ain't in a circle. They gon' protect my energy. They gon' bring out the enemy. No worries about my enemies. Cause I got my inner circle. Toast to your real friends say, may you live as long as you want. And never want as long as you live. I got you, you got me. Friends turn to family. Let's go, let's go. Let's grow, let's grow. If real friends ask you out, you can call me Petrol. Everybody out who don't paddle that boat. The circle in and out, yeah, I had to let go. We keep this out, yeah, we got the best smoke. The streets is ours, I just had to let you know. Shorty get aroused when we counting that dough. She hard to handle. When we flee the time, you are not where man go. Beat the demons down when I'm out in Cancun with my inner circle. Had to cut it down, had to end my circle. My mind going, I ain't going in the circle. I stand on 10 toes, know I'm in the circle. I'm stuffing cause we hit the purple, yeah, the best mode. The shot ain't done best so than presto. If you tryna get best mode, then let's go. We tryna see the checks grow, then that more. I'm with inner circle. I got my inner circle. No, you can't get in my circle. Cause everybody ain't in a circle. Cause they gon' protect my energy. They gon' bring out the enemy. No worries about my enemies. Cause I got my inner circle.